Hey guys, what's up? I have been collecting plants since spring of 2020, and I will say it's been quite a journey considering that we are now in 2023. Now with that said, there have been some mistakes that I have learned along the way, and I'm here to share with you my top 5 most common houseplant mistakes that I think everybody should be aware of and to really take into consideration when they are purchasing a new plant. So with that said, let's get into this video. So the first most common houseplant mistake that I find that a lot of people do, and I too am still guilty of doing this, is that I always forget to quarantine my new plant. Now with that said, even if you're purchasing this plant from a private seller or a friend and everyone claims that it's coming from a pest-free home, it doesn't matter. And I don't mean to say this in a negative way. I'm saying it because the transit time from their home to your home, you can pick up a pest or pests. So it can come from your outside dog, outside cat. It could just be sitting in your car and you don't even know it. So please quarantine your plants when you receive them or when you buy them, and just let it acclimate to its new home. Now with that said, that actually leads me into tip number 2. And tip number 2 would be, please leave your plants alone. Don't do anything crazy with it. Don't try repotting it right away. Just let it acclimate in its new home. Let it chill, because quite honestly, the conditions in your home may be different from the conditions as to where it's used to. And a lot of the times when you buy plants from nurseries, I actually find that they put it out on the floor right away when it comes in, and you don't know the conditions of that plant. For all you know, the transit time that it took to get to the nursery and then to your home was probably stressful enough as it is, and then you went ahead and decided to repot that thing. You're asking for trouble. So that was tip number 2. Tip number 2 would be, just let it acclimate to its new home. Don't do anything crazy. Don't try repotting it. Just let it be. So the remaining 3 houseplant mistakes that I think a lot of people make would be pretty much overdoing it, like giving your plants way too much love, and we all just need to chill. And you know what? I say that, but I'm still guilty of it, and I think that's just because I have a little bit of OCD and I give too much. Like, I smother my dogs, I smother my significant other, I smother my plants, and you know, sometimes it's not good for your plants because your dogs and your partner will let you know, but the plant will just die. And you know, it's really funny because I find that a lot of people, myself included, believe that if you give your plants more water, more fertilizer, more light, then your plant will grow and thrive. It doesn't work that way. It definitely doesn't work that way. If you give your plants too much fertilizer, you run the risk of burning your roots, which will mean it'll die. If you overwater your plants, you run the risk of root rot and it will die. And if you give your plants too much light, it won't die, but it's not going to look pretty. You're risking your plants, what is it? The leaves might actually crisp up and it'll look not so cute, or the leaves will be bleached and the foliage will look not as pretty as it should. And I find that all of these things are just things that we all do. It's just because we love our plants way too much. So those were the 5 most common houseplant mistakes that I think a lot of people do, whether they are beginners or experts. I'm not an expert. I'm just sharing my experience with you guys and what it is that I have learned along the way. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.